Okay, so today is September the 9th, but I'm going to be talking about yesterday, so September 8th. So I had a pretty roller coastery day yesterday. What did I do? I went to work, but then I wasn't able to go to work, so I came home, which doesn't really make sense. I'm a house cleaner, so sometimes if my clients realize that they don't need me or, other things, then they let me know, and then I just go home. So yesterday I just came home and was feeling kind of bummed because I haven't had a lot of cleaning jobs recently. And sometimes if I go without work for a couple of weeks or like a week or so, I get kind of anxious, which I'm sure a lot of people do. Because, it's your income, you don't know where your money's coming from and stuff like that. So I got pretty anxious about that, but Rab was able to talk me down because he's working from home right now. So I was just able to come home to him, and he was like, don't worry about it. Like, it'll come. Sometimes these things come in and out, which obviously during COVID too is like so much worse. So he was able to kind of like, chill out. It's okay. It'll be better next week or in a couple of days from now. It'll pick up, which is true. But my psycho brain just kind of like, I don't know, get carried away. That's what anxiety is. You get rolling on one subject and then it's just, there's no saving you. And even if there's a reasonable person to talk you down, sometimes you don't even think about it. It just kind of spirals out of control and then you're just lost to the wind after that. But this time he was able to talk me down, which was pretty nice. So I just spent the day listening to one of my favorite podcasts right now, which is And That's Why We Drink, which is like a ghost story and true crime podcast, which I'm really enjoying right now. But it does kind of freak me out. So I actually am only allowed to listen to it. I've made a rule for myself that I'm only allowed to listen to it in the morning, because as soon as it starts getting nighttime, I start getting freaked out and like really psych myself out. So I've stopped listening to it in the morning or in the evening time because it gets me really psyched out. So I've been listening to them. So I was listening to them yesterday, and I went grocery shopping, which was really nice. Bought a bunch of food. Since we live in this apartment now, I'm able to cook way more, which is really awesome. I didn't realize that I really liked cooking until we had our own place. And then it's so fun. You start to get really creative in the kitchen and you get to control what you eat and what you don't eat, which for me right now is a huge problem. I think I have a little bit of a food thing going on with me at the moment. It's uncontrollable. I'll just eat. If there's snacks, I'll just eat it. I have no self-control, which is whatever. I gotta get on that. That's gonna be my next mission, is trying to figure out how to like control my eating habits. But maybe that's tomorrow's problem, not today's. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I went to the grocery store and I came home and I made cabbage soup, which was delicious. This is the first time I'd ever had ginger in my cabbage soup, and I 100% recommend it. It's so good. I found this recipe and it was amazing. And it's also really good for you too. Ginger's amazing for so many different ways. And what else did I make? I made cabbage soup. I made baked chicken breasts, which was delicious with paprika. I think I put too much pepper on though because they were a little spicy. It was still good, but it was pretty spicy. I think I overdid it on the spices, but it's okay. I'll figure it out at some point, how to cook properly. And broccoli, did some baked broccoli, which was really yummy. And what else did I do? That was like pretty much it. It wasn't a very eventful day. Just got super anxious about life, which happens a lot when you're an anxious individual. So we'll see. I'm working away every day. Every day you got to get better. And I really didn't want to make a video yesterday, but I forced myself to, which actually felt really good after I was done. there's all these things like that feel like you're holding yourself back, and you try and blame it like on external things, like, oh, I wasn't feeling good, or oh, I was feeling too anxious, and oh, I just, I didn't really want to do it, or I couldn't do it because blank dot dot dot. And I think I'm gonna try, especially like with this daily diary that I'm doing right now, is try and build a little bit more confidence and push myself to do stuff, because I'm realizing that now I have just like a regular job. It's so easy to just slip into this mold of just like, oh, I have a job and my life is just kind of going by, and I don't want to try too hard and stuff. But it's like, if you want to be creative and if you want to do something that's not cleaning for the rest of your life, then you have to force yourself to do stuff, because nobody else is telling you to do it except you. So this is a note to me in the future. Emily, keep doing these vlogs because it'll be better for you in the long run. So just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah. So I'm going to try and keep doing it. Okay, now that I've said that little rant, what else did I do yesterday? I cleaned the bathroom. Me and Rab and Allie are on this monthly cleaning cycle, so we all have turns doing like the bathroom, the kitchen, the living area, and the powder room. So yesterday mine was the upstairs bathroom, so I cleaned the bathroom, scrubbed the bathtub, so now it's nice and fresh for our feeties to go on. And that felt pretty good. I felt accomplished after that. And then I attempted to clean the concrete of our patio, and we don't have a power washer, and it was just such a muddy disaster. I just gave up. I was like, I can't do this. I spent like an hour trying to clean it, and you need like the direction of the power flow of the water, and I just didn't have that. I was just kind of sloshing it around, and it just kind of got everywhere, and it was just useless. So I was like, whatever. Our patio is just going to be dirty unless someone gives us a power washer, but we don't even have a hose, so I can't even connect it to anything. So we don't have a hose, and we don't have a power washer, which equals dirty concrete. Maybe we can just cover it with something. We were thinking maybe like grass, like fake grass, turf I think is called. We were thinking just putting a bunch of turf down, but that shit's expensive. I'm not made of money. Anyway, yeah, so I cleaned the concrete, cleaned the bathroom, and then I started making a vision board for myself last night. So basically what a vision board is, and I've seen a bunch of other, more kind of successful people make vision boards, and it's basically you decide what you want, and then you put it in concrete by writing it down and drawing like a little picture, or stick and pasting a picture from like a catalog, or printing something offline and putting it on there, or you can do a digital one where you're like dragging and dropping photos. And I just did like a drawing one because I like doing things a little bit more tactile, although I do love digital too, but I was feeling tactile yesterday. So, and I just put a couple of things that on there that I was like, yes, this is what I know I want for sure, which has been really kind of frail recently, because I never really know what I want. Like, I don't really know what I want in life, and I think that's why I'm starting to make these vlogs, and I really want to start making the YouTube videos, is because I don't know what I want to do, and I don't know why I'm here, or like what gets me going, and I don't really know what I like, except for SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob and horror movies, but that's like it. I don't really know what else I really like, so I really want to try and figure that out for myself and explore a little bit more, because I think I'm having a little bit of an existential crisis, quarter life crisis, if you will, about the meaning of life and why we're here and what we're doing, and if it even matters or whatever. But I figure if I'm conscious right now, I really want to try and do something exciting with my life. So okay. So the last thing I want to talk about is I had this crazy sleeping paralysis last night, or 2 nights ago, yesterday. So this is for my vlog yesterday. So usually, I don't know if you guys know what sleep paralysis is, but sleep paralysis is basically the moments after REM sleep, which is the rapid eye movement sleep. And so you're still dreaming, but your body is paralyzed, but you're also awake. So you can see your room, and usually what it is like shapes and shadows or like big figures, and it's usually really terrifying because your body is literally paralyzed and you can't move. But you see things like moving around you or like people that you know, and weird dream stuff just kind of bubbles up and stays in your vicinity, but you can't move and you can't scream, and it's usually very horrifying. But yesterday I had this sleep paralysis, and I haven't had sleep paralysis in a really long time, and there were all these shapes, like dark black shapes, kind of moving around me, and it felt very ominous, but I wasn't that scared. It was more just like I want to wake up. I don't want to be in this like paralyzed state anymore. So I was kind of just trying to like jiggle around and like look around, and I could see all these figures. And then I've never seen color in a sleep paralysis for myself before. Only like black shapes. That's all I've ever seen. And then clear as day, this bright white Siamese cat jumps up onto my bed and sits and on my chest, and I can feel like the pressure of this cat sitting on my chest, and he just looks at me, and there's no feeling, it's just there. And suddenly I was like, this is nuts. I've never seen a white anything in a sleep paralysis before, and I saw this bright white Siamese cat, and it was so startling that I woke up and I was like, holy wow, that was amazing. I've never seen that before. And usually I'm a very avid dreamer, so I have a lot of different dreams, but rarely sleep paralysis. But I thought that was just so incredible. So I looked up what a white cat means, and apparently white cats, I haven't looked too much into this, but white cats are apparently a sign of like good luck or good fortune. So even though it was pretty terrifying, when I woke up, it was like, I feel a little bit better now. It was almost like a good omen or something inside the terror of the sleep paralysis. So yeah, I hope that means something positive in my life. It was very exciting. So I don't want to say I want excited to have another sleep paralysis dream, but I hope that white cat comes back, because that was insane. It was really cool. And I don't know if I believe in like otherworldly powers or something like that, but it was just really intense and really cool, and it felt so real. So I kind of want to learn more about that and see if other people have had those kinds of the same experiences. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. Feeling so much better today. Can't wait to do another vlog tomorrow about my day today. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, future Emily. Or past Emily. Future Emily? No, past Emily. Thanks, past Emily, for continuing to do this. So, see you tomorrow.